On May 20th, 2009, First Lieutenant Roslyn Roz Littmann Schulte became the first female Air Force Academy graduate to be killed in action in the War on Terror. Lieutenant Schulte and Sean Montgomery Pine, a contractor and retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, were killed when their convoy was hit by an improvised explosive device. In honor of their daughter's sacrifice and legacy, Schulte's parents have made a trip to the Air Force Academy every May since 2010 to recognize an outstanding cadet first class who embodies their daughter's impeccable character, unwavering leadership, and spirit of service. This year's pilgrimage is especially poignant given it marks 10 years since Ross's passing. This year's First Lieutenant L. Schulte Cadet Award and recognition ceremony will host keynote speaker, retired Army Colonel David Aston, also a member of their convoy on that fateful day, who vowed to never forget the events that transpired or the sacrifice that his sister and brother in arms made that day. For those who witnessed the tragic events, vowed to never forget the sacrifice of our fallen friends, he said. As part of that vow, I went to St. Louis in November 2009, which was roughly 3 months after my return from Afghanistan, to meet the Schultes, Roz's parents. They opened their home to me and have been very good friends ever since. I would go beyond that to say I consider them to be family. They are truly remarkable people, and their generosity of spirit never ceased to amaze me. Roz's indomitable spirit and leadership capability were recognized by her peers and continues to make meaningful impact on cadets and members of the profession of arms a decade after passing. Bob Schulte recalled that Roz had always been a natural leader from her days in her preschool coordinating parades. Her time as an inspiring teammate, leader on the lacrosse team, and in wing staff at the academy as an intelligence officer. Her father said his daughter liked to be in control and that the academy offered her many opportunities to hone her skills as a leader. When she died, the family received hundreds of letters from those who had served with Roz. The letters noted how she reacted to them with humility, sympathetically, and not as a dictator, but as a cooperator. She cared about them. She remembered where they were from. You expect to get well-written letters from a general or a colonel, but not a handwritten letter from a lance corporal who guarded the gate at Camp Eagers. As her teammates and friends stated, we liked to follow Roz. We trusted her. We knew that it would be fun and we wouldn't get in trouble. Aston also noted Roz's continuous legacy and inspired leadership. The example Roz set reinforced my belief that inspirational leaders have three common qualities: confidence, commitment, and caring. Roz had those qualities in abundance, and she was one of the most remarkable junior leaders I've ever known. Simply put, she inspired everyone with whom she served, and that is true mark of a leader's success. Leaders don't divide, they bring people together. Roz continues to do that a decade after her passing, which speaks volume about the tremendous impact that she had on those that she served with. The community honors were recognized in her local town, at her high school, the John Burroughs School in St. Louis, Missouri. They have a scholarship in her name, as well as an annual Spirit Award for fun activities during the school's Spirit Week. Roz was inducted in the Missouri Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2018, and there is an annual First Lieutenant Schulte Award for exemplary conduct by a cadet showing exemplary leadership, and that will be held May 28th in the Polaris Hall at the Air Force Academy. They recognize 5 candidates nominated for this award. Before the Jewish War Veterans Memorial Service started, we were approached by Lois Made. Her patriotism, sincerity, and earnestness about recognizing a fallen war hero caught our attention. This video is made because I couldn't help but notice her dedication, enthusiasm to honoring the memory of a fallen hero. And so we're going to feature Lois Made, and you can catch how much she cares about somebody that served our country.
Hi, today I give ultimate respect to every military person who helped serve their country. But the one I truly give respect to is this wonderful young lady who gave her life not only serving her country, but she literally gave her life and was killed in Afghanistan. My son served in Afghanistan at this time also as a lieutenant colonel, but this young lady was stationed in Hawaii and was a member of Temple Israel and had everything going for her, a love of the military from childhood. And she signed up for a 3-month stint in Afghanistan to help serve families, mothers, children, and she was in Air Force intelligence. So on the way to a conference in an unmarked car, some individual threw a hand grenade and instantly killed her and the male in the car who was also in intelligence. And I spoke, we had a big ceremony here. I was only a participant. I have no ties except compassion. And the ceremony was attended, not only the funeral, but it was attended here by the Air Force. And they were so deeply touched. I spoke to one, he said at the sight of the car, they all cried. And that's my only thing. I went privately to honor her, and I'm grateful that that our Jewish veterans are honoring her today. Thank you.